If you go to Gaza today, the families, even in the tents, will make you a meal, will find food for you, will talk gently about their own situation, and not first of all complain about their suffering. Because these are people of high class, these are people of high education, and those who care to know, they will know that the Palestinian people have always been the most educated people in the Middle East. You know, they have national tests at high school level, primary school. I happen to know quite a number of families in Gaza, which I love very much. One of these families have been bombed twice during the last occupation and attack. They've lost 60% of the family members, but still they have young people, and one of their children, she actually graduated from high school as the best in her region, despite the fact that their house had been bombed twice and her parents were killed and her siblings were killed. She, Lana, managed to study, to proceed, and to go through the hardship of siege, occupation, lack of food, lack of water, lack of electricity. With the support of her family, she kept studying, and she did the best exam at the national tests of all in her region. So yes, there is suffering in Gaza, but I have another word for Gaza.
Okay.
And that is resistance, respect, and resilience. You know that the Palestinians, they have a name for it. It's called sumud. This never-ending capacity to sustain hardship without giving up. This steadfastness of the Palestinian people. As I said, I'm not a military man. I'm not a military fighter. But anybody who knows anything about military history must be quite impressed by the fact that the Palestinian resistance in Gaza has resisted the Israeli army and the US support for more than 2.5 years now without surrendering. And that itself says tons about the capacity of the Palestinian people and their love for their country. I don't support any attacks on civilians, come it from US forces, from NATO forces, from Russian forces, from Ukrainian forces, from Israeli forces, or from Palestinian forces. Civilians should always be protected. But with that precondition, I fully support the armed resistance of the Palestinian people, because as a doctor I see that the end of occupation is the only ultimate medical prevention, or it is the preventive medicine that will stop all this bloodshed that we see, that will stop all these amputations that we have, that will stop all these children dying from malnutrition or cold because of the siege. I'm a man of peace, like the people of Palestine. If you left the Palestinian people to themselves alone and gave them their country, they wouldn't fight anybody. They wouldn't fight anybody. But given the situation, the Palestinian people has the same internationally anchored right to fight the occupiers with arms, just the same right as the Ukrainian people has.